looks like Konami is laying down the law. So Konami has made some updates to their rules and regulations for OTS. So I figured I'd go through a few of them before I get to my current updates that I'm going to be doing in December, because some of these, they're just either humorous or just plain weird. Versus Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron. You know, the app that was released a while back. You know, one that we can download and do handy things with during duels. You can delete that now. No, like really. You don't need it anymore. So the new rules say that you still have to keep track of your life points using pen and paper. You can use Neuron as a calculator to calculate the life points, but everything still has to be written down. You know, despite the fact that Neuron still keeps track of all the changes in your life points during the duel. So rather than take up space on your device, you're probably better off using a good old-fashioned calculator. And if you need a card errata, just bookmark Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki on your browser app. Like, really. In other words, just go back to the way the things were before Neuron was even released. I don't know if Neuron will still be allowed to use for dice rolls, but hey, that's irrelevant now, because thanks to the rule changes, you'll be carrying a lot of them. Konami now states that for counters, you cannot use a single dice placed on the number. No. You have to use separate dice. So say you're using Magical Library and you need 3 counters. You can't have your dice set to the number 3. You need 3 separate dice or objects placed on the card, just to keep count. My Jenga game has been collecting a lot of dust lately, so if anything, this will allow me to get used out of it, I suppose. You take a piece from the bottom and you put it on top. You take a piece from the middle and you put it on top. Like, really? What were they thinking? You know, Konami, if you're just trying to discourage people from playing Pendulum Magicians, you know, it'd probably be easier if you just ban the cards, you know? Like, that's it, isn't it? Isn't it, Konami? You're just trying to discourage. You don't want anyone to play those cards, do you? Do you? Come on. You can tell me. You can tell me. While we're on the subject of dueling equipment, Konami now says that we can double sleeve our cards. Apparently it used to be legal, I think, but I was out of the game during that time. Why are they bringing it back? I'm not sure. Maybe they just think everyone should have a little more protection. I kind of like this idea, honestly, because some of the cards that people play with are really valuable, so having 2 sleeves will keep that card better protected. So yeah, unless you want some baby dragons running around, double sleeve your gear, you all. The last rule I want to talk about is pretty funny because it's basically an extension of the hygiene rule they made last time. It's still a good source of memes in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, but this now extends to personal grooming. So now you must wear clean and tidy clothing. So if a car splashes muddy water all over your nice blue eyes white dragon shirt, don't bother showing up because nobody likes a muddy dragon. But I can't help but wonder how this subject got brought up at the Konami ruling update meeting. Like, was there a tournament that a bunch of duelists just suddenly showed up wearing shirts with, you know, profanity and nudity on them? Because if so, damn, where are these tournaments located? Now that Konami is regulating personal appearance short of having a dress code, I guess the only way we can stop this rule from evolving even further is just to wear our best attire at every tournament from now on. If Dark Broad Gaming has taught us anything, is you can duel and be sharp at the same time. Okay, so now that I got those updated Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules out of the way, let's get to what I planned for December. Holy shit, the weather, damn. Yeah, there's a hailstorm happening outside right now, I think. So yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of that. So I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is I will have content going on throughout the month. The bad news is during the time period December 10th to the 23rd, there's going to be no live streaming. And the reason for that is my husband is traveling from across the country to come back home for the winter. And, you know, due to provincial regulation, he has to quarantine for 2 weeks. And I will not be in the house with them. I'm going to be staying with Lady Yasumi. She's a co-worker. She's also the mod in the Discord. So that will, you know, I'm not going to have anything fancy with me for video production. I'm just going to have my iPad with me, my little laptop. That's pretty much it. The guaranteed videos I will have out throughout the month, though, is the Dragon Capture Jars. It's going to be star themed. I will have them filmed and scheduled for every Friday, but I'm also thinking of having another weekly video for the month of December. I'm thinking like maybe some interesting replays that I have on my Duel Links, because I do have a lot of them saved. So I don't know, it could be like a replay Monday, something like that. Let me know what you think of that idea in the comments below. And I do understand that the ban list might be dropped at some point during December. I don't have my wish list done yet, but the actual list might drop at some point after December the 15th. If that happens, I'm going to have to do a guerrilla style reaction video to that, because the laptop I have is not very powerful at all. So it's just going to be me with my iPad camera, and I'm just going to be looking through the list live, and you'll just see me, oh my god, that thing is banned or unbanned, things like that. So yes, that is the plans for December. I'll still try to work to have maybe some other content that I have scheduled throughout the quarantine, but I mean, it's going to be a busy month in general for all of us. So yeah, but anyway, as always, remember to be a good sport, play the game, not the fame. Bye!